Hey, welcome back to Cracks Country Cooking. I'm Ben, and today we're going to test out the cheapest grill I could find at Walmart. Paid 180 bucks for that. So it's Expert Grills Commodore. It's a Walmart brand. I will say for 180 bucks, it's not too bad. Original price was 400, like 397, but I mean it's pretty thin stuff. But that's just a base. The lid seems pretty heavy duty. Yeah, it's obviously it's a little flimsy, but it's not that bad. It's packaged very nicely, I will say that. We'll get this put together and season it, and then we'll cook a pork butt on it. So that's something simple we can cook, cheap. So got it together. My initial thoughts are it's pretty cheap, but I gotta remind myself we're talking under $200 for this smoker. The lid is pretty solid. The rest of it's pretty thin. I'll show you a couple of the features that I like. So I don't know how well this will work. I don't know if it's gimmick or not, but you slide that back and forth for searing. My thought is grease is going to get in here and cause a fire, but we'll see what that's like. Go over a couple other things here. Got an ash clean out for the bottom of the cook chamber, which is nice. The ash pot comes right out. I've never seen that before. We'll see how well that works after time. Got a tunnel for the grease tray. My concern is any big cooks you're going to be doing, this is it for your grease tray. It does have a bottom shelf, which is nice. Yes, I did mount it upside down. All my pellet smokers that have a bottom shelf, they're all upside down. That way when you're wheeling it around, stuff doesn't fall off. There's no smokestack. It's got vents in the back. It does come with a cable management for the power cord, which is nice. Another thing that I see that I actually like is in the back here, there is a trap for the pellet removal, and it just flips down from the bottom, which is nice because some of the other pellet smokers I have, they dump out the back. When it rains, water gets in there and it's an issue. It is made in China. That's to be expected. But what's also nice, I like, it's got a 24-pound hopper. A lot of smokers have a 20-pound hopper. It is thin. The lid is really thick. I think that's just to make it feel more expensive when you're opening it. It's got a digital display with Bluetooth. So we'll see how that works. I gotta download the app still on my phone. Season it with some cooking spray, and then we'll do a cook on it and see how it goes. Using Pit Boss pellets, of course. It does have a spot for thermometers in here, and it has a pass-through right here to go into the cook chamber. It does have a spot where you can put racks in here. Come on, B. It does have a spot for racks. It really limits you on what you can put on the bottom and the top, but it is nice to have. I mean, there's a spot for the third row, but I mean, I don't know what, less than 4 inches of room. You're not gonna be cooking anything up there, but it is nice to have. A lot of these pellet grills get real hot on the bottom, so it is nice to have the racks where you can put it up a little higher, put a water pan under here. That's gonna help with your fire, with the sear grate. I think it's gonna be an issue, but I'll just leave those in for now. Use the app and we'll fire up and see what happens. Got it up to temp. It's staying around 200 degrees, which is fine. Going to crank it up to 350 and let it go for a half an hour. Bake off all the oils from shipping and stuff like that. Push it in. Little cranker right to 350. This display is very hard to read in the sun though. So it took about 20 minutes for it to get up to 350 degrees. The display says 370 right now, and the ThermoPro TP25 says 370 and 350, you know, right to left. So that's not too bad. I'm gonna spray it down with some cooking oil, season it, and then we'll do the toast test. See what we got. Let that bake for 20 minutes. That should help with any rust issues we would have in the future. So we'll let that go and we'll check on it. It's been 10 minutes with the toast test. Let's see what we got. Say there's a hot spot there. So we're gonna have to let this go for 15 minutes at 350. See what we got. It's actually not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I got a water pan in here. I'm gonna throw my pork butt on. It's 10 pounds. Put it on the upper rack. Water pan underneath it. That'll give it its best shot. And I got the setting to smoke. All right, so I set this on smoke setting for about 12 hours. Smoke setting's really low. It only stays 170 to 180. It doesn't get any higher than that. So after 12 hours, I put it up to 250, no wrap, let it go till it hit an internal 203. Now we're gonna pull it out now, see what it looks like. Once we get the bee out of here. That looks amazing. Let's pull this bone out. Perfect. Look at that smoke ring. You see it right there. Yeah, it's juicy. So we know it'll smoke a pork butt pretty good. Probably won't have any problems with using it as a smoker. So let's try the sear function, see how that works out. Not really. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to the searing. So what's my thoughts on this? For under $200, you really can't beat it. You gotta get it when it's on sale. Don't buy it for that $400. It's not worth it then. As we can see here, it can smoke a pork butt really nicely, puts a good bark on there. Obviously that was extreme. As the searing option, it's not an option. Put chicken thighs on there for like 5 minutes, didn't sear them. Put another set on there for 10 minutes, never even got brown, it just didn't sear. That's just a gimmick. Maybe if you get one, it'll work. The pork butt, that was extreme, 20 hours, no wrap. I just want to see if we can get a good bark on there like a brisket. So I did a water pan and used the middle grates for the pork. I think that's the way to smoke on this. There was a couple issues I noticed with the hopper when it was feeding. It all like really goes to the side, and it'll actually run out of pellets if you're not paying attention to it. But overall, it's really not a bad grill for the price. Like I said, if you can get it on clearance for $200, I paid $180. Yeah, you're not going to find that anywhere else. It's really thin. I'll continue to use it here and there just to see how the mileage is. I was actually impressed with how steady it held temps. I used a ThermoPro TP25. I put it in the meat next to the meat probe that this comes with, and I used one for ambient. And I mean, they were within 5 degrees of each other throughout the whole cook.
and the meat probe was within a degree of the other one. It's really, really impressive for how cheap this was and how good it actually worked. Good entry level, will get you in if you want to try smoking meat. Now, if you can't get it on sale, you're better off buying a used Traeger or Green Mountain or Rectech or something like that, because you'll probably get that for cheaper than you can buy this new, and those are a lot better. All right, if you like this video, please hit this like and subscribe button. Watch our past videos. We've got more videos coming out every week. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. Go to crackscountrycooking.com. We've got recipes, seasonings, spices, all sorts of stuff on there. All right, see ya.